What is up, dudes? Welcome back to another video. I'm kind of like making it up. I don't know what happened there. But anyways, welcome back to another video. I am super excited about this one because today we're reviewing the Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. This is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to review this guy. I've been waiting so long for a No Way Home Green Goblin because it's one of my favorite designs. Such an awesome update to an already awesome look to the Goblin, but this is gonna be so cool. I've been waiting for this figure for a while. I've been waiting for him to drop. As soon as he did, I wanted to pre-order him, and I did. And they said it was gonna come in like January 1st through whatever other date. And yeah, I was not expecting him here so soon. So when they said he shipped, I freaked out. I was so happy. And the fact that we got Sandman as well. We're slowly building up our own Sinister Six collection. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to review this guy. I want to waste no time in doing this. So let's get into this guy. I also was supposed to get a purple flannel today, but it hasn't come in yet. So it was going to be the perfect, combination, purple. And I was going to make the light green, but, whatever. Why is it such light everywhere? Is it because of that? Or is it because of the sun that's over there? There we go. That's a little better. So, we're going to review this guy. We're going to open him up, look at the box. And I've already opened him just to make sure the figure was in here. I really had no doubt that the figure was going to be in here. But it's one of those boxes where you can't see anything. So, I just wanted to make sure that it was... that the actual figure was in here. And it is. And it's awesome. I haven't taken him out. The only thing I took out was the glider because I was so curious. So, yeah, I cannot wait to get into this guy. Cannot wait to show you. So let's get into it. And here we have the Goblin himself out here. This is awesome. I am so excited to get into this guy. So, starting off with the packaging real quick, it's actually really cool. I really do like the packaging. Again, it's not my favorite because I can't see the figure, which kind of sucks. I really wish I could. But, for what it is, it's a pretty decent packaging. And there is something that I really do appreciate about this packaging that we'll get into. But you can see there's an image of the figure there, an image of the actual, I think it's like a concept art or just some art from the actual movie in the background. I think that's awesome. I love the kind of integrated suit colors just striped here in the back. Marvel Legends, it's a name I haven't looked at in forever. Doing the Sandman review was like so much fun, and usually when I take a look at Marvel Legends figures, they're cool, but I never really have fun reviewing them. So the Sandman and Goblin is like big because I am just excited to get into this guy. So we have ourselves the Spider-Man No Way Home logo right there. It's so cool to see it back. It was such a weak wave when No Way Home first came out and we got the actual figures. It was so dull. It was such a dumb wave. It looked so bad. Barely just had anything to do with the movie, and it was just awful. So the fact that we're getting villains is like a huge hey, we're sorry about that. Here's some awesome figures. So I forgive them now. It took them a bit to get these figures in, but I think it was worth the wait. We have a figure of the Goblin right here, and another piece of art right there, which I love that. It's so cool. You can see everything that he comes with on the back here, plus a beautiful looking William Dafoe head sculpt. I cannot wait to get him in. I really hope he does look like that. Again, I opened the box and just to make sure he was in there, but I didn't really see anything. I tried my best not to look. So, it was hard. It was hard. I'll tell you that. So, we're going to unbox this figure because I want to show you exactly what he does have and why I appreciate the packaging a lot. So, I'm not keeping the box. As cool as it is, I might actually cut this out because it's such a cool little piece of art. So, I don't really want to scuff that up. So, we're going to take this piece out, which is like another cardboard box inside the cardboard box, which is actually kind of cool. Kind of keeps the figure nice and tucked in. If you remember what the Indiana Jones figures were packaged, that was horrible. That was probably the worst packaging I've ever seen on a figure. Because the figure, if you remember, He just was like in a bag. He was kind of stuffed in there in a little cardboard box with a little bag. He had his accessories in a little bag as well. And I was like, really? This is the packaging? But I'm going to show you guys something that's really awesome and something that I was not expecting with this figure. And I hope that they do this with figures. You know, if you want to do plastic-free packaging, that's fine. But there's one piece of plastic that needs to be something that has to stay. And that is the tray. I was just as shocked as you probably are. You're probably not shocked. You're probably like, oh well. But this is a huge shock to me. Like, look at this. It's a plastic clam tray. How amazing is that? And the packaging, the cardboard box is beautifully done. And I love how it's just closed in and it's just like this. Oh, it's so cool. So this is awesome. I am in shock that we got this, but taking him out of the cardboard, you can see that he comes with a lot of stuff. And what's awesome too, that I actually really do appreciate, is that there's no clips. There's no like little strings, no plastic strings to hold him down, which was always kind of a pain to cut out. But I think this is awesome. So taking out the glider first. There we go. I'm so glad that he actually came with a glider. I think that's so cool. He also comes with a glider stand, which is even cooler. We got a little pumpkin bomb right here, which I am gotta make sure I don't lose that. Oh my god. Oh, wow, look at that. That is fantastic. That is so cool. And we got some other little spots here, which I think are for the feet. So you plug these to the feet, which actually is really cool. I do like that. And you just gotta get the other one out too. Come on, buddy. There we go. Beautiful. And the actual figure himself. Oh, wow. Holy crap. He feels nice. Oh my goodness. So what we're going to do is get all of his little accessories out here and take a look at everything up close. So here we have all the accessories in hand. Oh my goodness. There is a lot. Some of them I kind of just took off the figure because I want to look at them up close. And yeah, we're going to take a look at the glider because the glider is just speaking to me. You know what I mean? So taking a look at the actual glider, it is beautifully, beautifully made. The gunmetal gray plus the purple is such a great mixture. And it just like, I love this texturing on this purple pattern and all the little mechanical detail as well. There are some parts that I probably will repaint, like these little spikes here, because they do have that kind of plastic look to them. But this gunmetal is just beautifully done. I absolutely love it. These aren't sharp. They are made of rubber, so you don't have to worry about poking yourself. And breaking them is not going to be as easy. I think the only parts that probably might are these little ones, because these ones are a little bit more of a kind of a tougher plastic. They can extend like this, which I think is really, really cool. They can collapse down as well. On the underside, there is this kind of a, you get some little rockets here, and you also get some, geez Louise, you also get some of this green mixed in here, which I think is painted pretty nicely. I really do like that. The underside, I think, might need a repaint, but other than that, I think this is awesome. The little hints of green are very subtle, but they do kind of bring out the actual glider itself. The underside, while being pretty plastic looking, is not bad. I do like the green thrusters. I think that's a really nice little touch, and I do like this whole area here. But again, you can extend it like this, and this is pretty much how it's supposed to glide around and stuff. I think this is such an awesome piece. They did not have to include this. Anyways, they really didn't have to include this with the figure, but I think it is necessary, and I'm so glad they did. It's such a beautiful looking piece, and it's so much there's just, it's beautiful. It's so awesome. The purple, I love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And this just is so much fun to look at. The texturing, not only you can see it, you can feel it too, and I love that. The gunmetal gray, again, looks awesome, and it's a nice mixture. They can only extend out to there. I don't really want to push it any further, so this is pretty much the extent of how these wings go. I tried forcing it a little bit. I don't want to force it anymore, so that's pretty much as good as that's going to get. We not only get this amazing glider, which is pretty cool within itself, but the fact that he comes with his own little stand, I think is awesome. And pretty much, I think you can just do it however you want. This is such a cool little stand because you can have them in a big flight pose, medium-sized flight pose, not that big flight pose. It just depends, and I love that. That's such a fun little thing. So you can plug the glider in here, here, or here, and it would probably stay. And I think that is a beautiful way to display your figure. I think that's awesome. I definitely will be trying this one because I want to see him fully in the air. So I think that's awesome. I think this is something that the, if I remember, there was a stand that came with the Vulture, but I don't know. I didn't care for that stand as much, and I wish it was like more of a plug-in. I don't really remember though. I'm trying to remember that review because I did a Vulture review forever ago, but I just wish the stand was a little different. Maybe they gave us like a backdrop of like his landing pad, but yeah, I think that would have been a lot better. And I think this works out a lot. I really do not want to lose this. So this is awesome. I love the glider. It's so cool. We'll have the glider here in the background. I think this is such an awesome little detail. When you place it down, it's kind of hard to find a nice little spot for it. These little parts do bend because they are rubberized, so I don't know, be careful with that. I don't know if it will, like, you know, if you have it there for too long, it will kind of morph into going a weird way, but you know, whatever. He also does come with these little feet clamps too, which I think is awesome. We're gonna see how everything works out and you know, try and figure out where these go. I'm pretty sure this goes to the actual foot and clips into the glider. So that's pretty much my my whole little theory on these. So they are painted pretty, they are sculpted pretty nicely. The painting is not too bad. It's unpainted it's unpainted plastic, and you know, I think it deserves a little bit of a paint job, so that's going to be interesting. He does come with a hood too, which I think the hood is nicely sculpted. I really do like the way it looks. I kind of like the stitching right here. I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. He also does come with a pumpkin bomb, which is a pumpkin bomb that I'm going to repaint because it is really cool, but there is a lot of detailing. It's a lot of faded detailing, which kind of sucks. I wish they kind of, you know, really got in there and sculpted in those details, but you know, it's a decent looking pumpkin bomb. Don't mind my fingers. I painted last night till 2 in the morning, so you know, and I also hurt myself right there. So it's an interesting looking pumpkin bomb. Again, I probably will repaint this guy, but we'll see what happens. I really do like that though. Now for like the best part, the glasses. Anyways, the glasses are awesome. I do like the purple lenses. I think that's really neat. It's not see-through, but oh, it does work. I really do like that. That's really awesome. Now, the main event, the heads. So we're going to start off with the William Dafoe head sculpt. I will say, though, it's not as detailed as the box has it. Trying to bring out the box real quick. Let's see if I can get this on frame real fast. There we go, that's good enough. You can see that it really does look like William Dafoe right there, and it's nicely painted, nicely sculpted, and there's the other face as well. So I think the problem is that, I don't know, I think the painting is a little off on this one, and the wrinkles aren't as prominent. But really, everything else is not too bad. The hair is kind of differently sculpted as well, but I feel like that the cheekbones are a little too out on this one. But I don't know. I think it's all in the painting. I think it's all painting wise. I do see William Dafoe in this, but I wish it looked like that. I would have loved that. So, yeah, I think that's a kind of a, a miss. Again, I kind of hope that their quality control in the long run works beautifully, because I would love to have every single person to have a perfect William Dafoe head sculpt. So this isn't perfect, but you can see William Dafoe in it. It's not bad. I definitely will try my best to do something. This head-on view, though, it does look awesome. I really do like that. From a distance, it actually really does look like him. Just when you kind of get it up close and you kind of, examine it a little bit more, it starts to lose that likeness, but it's not a bad head sculpt. I will say that it is probably one of the, I don't know if it's the best head sculpt, but it is really nice. I really do like it. I even like the teeth too. I like how they got the teeth down. But yeah, I think this does deserve a little bit of a repaint. I am scared to do small repaints. Art the Clown was a very easy one because, he's an ugly clown. No offense. Don't kill me in my sleep. With this, it's an actual person, so doing a repaint is going to be interesting. So I could kind of highlight the wrinkles a little bit more. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But there is the head sculpt. Probably not everybody's head sculpt is going to look like that, but oh wow, that's awesome. See, it's the lighting. I think the lighting also helps as well. That is a beautiful, that looks nice. That looks really nice on camera. Next, we have a very surprising addition. The original Green Goblin helmet from Spider-Man 1 to Homecoming, or to No Way Home. This is a beautiful mask, and it's gonna be hard to figure out which helmet or which head sculpt I'm gonna have on, but this is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a nice looking mask. I love the way it looks. The texturing inside the mouth is awesome. The eyes with this evil glowing gold is amazing looking, and this beautiful sculpt work is awesome, and this metallic finish with highlights of dark green with some light green in there. It's so beautifully done. Oh my goodness. I am so happy they actually came out with this. This is such an awesome head sculpt. Wow, this is fantastic. It's going to be hard to figure out which head sculpt I'm going to have on my figure, because this head sculpt works beautifully. I love the way it looks, and if you have the glasses and the hood on, that's awesome. But this is such a classic look, and it's so nicely done. It just depends on what it looks like on the figure. If it looks a little too goofy, then yeah, I really do wish you could put the actual helmet inside the hood. I think that would actually worked really nicely. But yeah, I think that this is awesome. It's so cool looking. But without further ado, let's see what all these accessories look like on the figure. And here is the figure straight out of the box. This is a beautiful looking figure. The sculpting and the paintwork is so amazingly done. So I want to get as much light on this guy as possible, because this guy is amazing looking. So I'm going to switch some stuff real quick, because I want nothing but to look at this guy in full detail. Jeez Louise, man. This guy's awesome. So with our bright lights on, this is awesome. The sculpting and the paint job is beautiful. I love the green, I love the purple, and I love the gold. All of it mixes together so nicely, and it's just very appealing to the eye. You don't really know where to look. Like, there's just so much detailing that it's just awesome looking. I love the way this whole armor looks. It's so cool. Starting off with kind of like the head. The head is awesome. From afar, again, this head sculpt is beautifully done. And, there are some points where it doesn't look like him, but when you get him from afar in good lighting, it looks like William Dafoe, especially kind of from a side view. I think that's awesome. But yeah, this is an amazing looking figure. So we're going to start off getting nice and close with the actual figure. This is a pretty nice torso. I love the way it looks. The texturing is actually really cool. You can't really lift up the actual apron. You could take it off too. So if you like took this arm off, heated it up, popped the arm off, you can take this thing off. It's not like permanently attached. It's just kind of there. From the looks of it, I don't really see any spots where it's actually attached. So I think that you can take it off. You can see that there is some nice little patterns here. You got some nice printing there. The whole bag section has very nice detailing, and I really do like that. He's got detailing there. He's got a nice little satchel there. The cloth that goes around his body is really, really cool. The armor plating is really nice. I love the tears in the armor as well. There's just so much to look at that it's going to be hard to kind of figure out what I want to talk about. The blades are really nice too. I do like the blades. I might switch them because they do seem a little flimsy, but it would be kind of cool to switch them to like real metal blades. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, he does have a lot of patterns going on, and on the back side as well, he's got a lot as well. There's so much goodness to this figure. I think he does deserve a repaint because there are some tears here that aren't painted. But yeah, he's got so much detailing and so much work going on that I think it's awesome. I love the hints of purple all around the figure as well. I think that just really, that's really awesome. Knee pads are really nice. All the way down to the boots is so cool. Coming down to this arm, it's a little different than the other side because now you have this, these little things here. You kind of got this cloth going around here. Some more little parts here. I think this was an awesome No Way Home design for the figure, and I think it just works out so well. He does have a grabby arm. I don't even think he needed different hands too, so I think this is awesome. But he has a hand that can hold the pumpkin bomb, and it snaps into place, and he can hold it with ease. How cool is that? Weapon storage is something that I really do want. I don't know if there's any actually on the glider, but if there's not, I think that this is awesome. I love how it snaps into place. I think that's really, really dope. So yeah, that is an awesome, and it is pretty hard to get out to from the looks of it as well. So you pretty much just gotta futz with it. I'll probably take it out in a second, but it's awesome that it can actually snap into place. I think that's really, really cool. You can put the other accessories on. So with this head sculpt, you can have the hood and the glasses. So here's what the glasses look like on them. And it really looks awesome. I think the only nitpick I have about them is the straps on the side. It just looks a little goofy. They're a little too thick, but nothing to worry about really. But I do really think that the glasses really bring out that this is William Dafoe. And I think it just looks awesome. It really complements the head sculpt a lot. So having the hood on the figure is actually really dope. It's not as deep as the box says it is, because if you kind of look at the box, it looks a lot more deeper than what that is. But I'm sure you can probably like heat it up and resculpt it a little bit. But it's not a bad look. I actually really do like it. I also do like the sculpting on the glasses too. I think that was a nice touch. But now we're going for the main event. I cannot wait to see what this looks like on him. So here he is with the classic Goblin head, and I will say it is very, very tight on him. It is not all the way in, but it is super, super tight. I don't know why it's so tight. I don't know any other way you can like, get it on. I don't know if there's like a special way you're supposed to do it, but it should just be pop it in and it goes in. There we go. I think that is all the way in. It's not bad looking. I actually really do like the way it looks. The only real problem is the neck being exposed, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It looks very nice. I think that this is a very solid look to the Green Goblin. and it's going to be really hard to figure out which head sculpt I want. But I think I'm going to go with this one. I love this head sculpt, and honestly, I don't even think you can really compare this look with this one, because I think this one fits the outfit a lot more. But this one just looks awesome. I love the way that looks. It's so cool. I really do wish you could put the hood on it. It would have been so cool. Might do something to where I can have a hood over this piece, because I think that would make this even better. So yeah, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna plug in these little feet parts. So these little feet parts. So how these ones install, you just kind of slide the foot into here and you plug it into the little holes at the bottom like so. And there you go. He's got little attachments. So now we just got to put the other foot on and we can put them onto the glider. So this might be a little hard to do on camera, but I did it a little bit earlier. To put them on the glider, you pretty much just have to use those ankle pivots that he does have, which is very nice ankle pivots. And you got to clip this little tab and put it into the hole just like so. Get one in there first. And it is a little difficult. This is really hard to do on camera, so this is a little more difficult to do, but if you do it like that, there's the first one. Slide over here, plug that into the second one, fold these parts out, maneuver the ankles a little bit more, bend the knees just a tiny bit, and he is on the glider. So here he is on the glider. It's such an awesome look, and of course you have these stand as well. So if you plug it into the hole that's at the bottom, using whichever little ball joint you want, you just gotta pop this in. It's a pop in, right? Yeah, that's a pop in. Let's do the small one first, and then you just gotta press it on in there. Again, that's like really hard to do on camera. So there he is on the glider. Jeez Louise, that is an awesome look. He definitely does have some posability that you can work with, but for now, this is all you get, just for right now. With that ball joint, you can move the glider whichever way you want, and I think it just looks awesome. This is such a cool... It's so cool that they did this. I'm so glad they used a ball joint so you can move around the glider, put it in a different position, have it up, go down, side to side. It's awesome. And if you have that spread, I think that just looks so cool. I'm definitely going to be using the longer piece because I think that would just look awesome. But yeah, we're going to take the Goblin off, look at his posability, and see if we can get him on a really cool pose on the glider. So posability should be the exact same with both heads. He can look up that far, down that far, some side to side, and of course swivel as well. You can't look as far with the actual hood, but he can look down that far, a little up that far, and of course the side to side. And without the hood, he can look down that far, up that far, side to side, and the swivel. So pretty much around the same. He does have a arm that can go about out that far. Of course, he's got rotation as well, which is very nice. Same with the other arm too. Nothing really hinders that arm. He does have a swivel at the bicep. He does have a double bend at the elbow, which I believe would be a little tight since I haven't really moved him too much. But there we go. Nice and tight double bend at the elbow. Doesn't even feel that tight or too tight either. He's got a little very rubbery claws. He's got some rotation at the arm, of course, with our hinge joint as well. He does have some swivel here. It's a little hindrance because there's like a little strap here and one on the back too, so we can't go all the way, but I think you can kind of move the whole belt piece with it, so you can probably go a full 360. You can crunch about that far, back that far. He does have a pretty decent spread. He can move his leg back that far. The butt kind of keeps it from going back too far. Does have a swivel at the thigh, has a double bend at the knee, has a hinge joint at the foot, and he's got a pivot. So he's got a pretty decent amount of articulation. So here he is next to the Sandman. Wanted to do a small little comparison with two other figures, but They go around the same height. I do think the Goblin is taller, but I think this is because of his hood. But they both look really awesome together. I love the way these two look. And next is the Vulture, a newly repainted Vulture, which I'll be taking a look at soon. They both look awesome together. I absolutely love these two. They just look so cool. I definitely need to do a little bit of a paint job on him, just a tiny bit, but I did last night, so he's pretty much done. So I cannot wait to show you guys a fully finished product on him, because it's been a while since I took a look at him. So here is the Goblin, fully on the glider with most of his accessories. I do wish there was a spot for this, like some type of little, spot you can just kind of hook that onto or something, but that kind of just lays to the side. But it's so cool. This is such an awesome figure. For like almost 40 bucks, I was expecting this guy to be like maybe 60, 65 or something like that. But for like, I think it was almost 40, not a bad deal at all. It's so cool. My only complaints is probably the hood. I think that's like my main complaint, but everything else is fine. I think this figure is awesome. I do think that this might be one of the best Marvel Legends figures ever. Probably a very close to being first. I think the Thanos might be better still, but I'm not too sure. But I do like the way that this guy looks. And here we have 3 out of the 6 Sinister Six figures that I own now. I am so happy. The Vulture really does take up so much, but the Goblin looks awesome with that glider. Sandman looks awesome. I am so happy with how these guys came out. But I think that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I certainly did. I've been waiting for the Goblin for a long time. I need to get Dr. Octopus, and whenever they come out with Lizard and Electro, I'm definitely getting them as well, because this right here is so cool, and I cannot wait to get the other ones too. Maybe I might even stick them on the back here. I've been trying to figure out what I could put on the back. So far I have the Doomslayer and Art, but you just died. But if I can get like the entire Sinister Six as well as the 3 Peters, I think that that would be an awesome display. But yeah, this is awesome. I love these guys. They're so cool. And especially that Green Goblin, which I definitely need to do a little bit of touch up. Not too much, but just a little bit. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And yeah, definitely Marvel Legends has won me back just a little bit. They haven't released really any good figures yet, but they won me over with these 2 No Way Home figures. So you guys are still on board. So don't worry, Marvel Legends. You guys are still good to me. But anyways, that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to get Dr. Octopus really soon. But that's going to be it. I'll see you guys next time.